بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلاة وسلاما دائمين متلازمين على سيدنا محمد أمير الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين ومن تابعه بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. My dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I welcome you with another great scholar whose name is always attached to a great science. As Imam al-Shafi'i's name is always attached to fiqh, the great scholar we have today is Sayyid al-Imam al-Kabir, Sayyid al-Imam Abu Hamid Muhammad ibn Ahmad Al-Ghazzali al-Tusi al-Shafi'i rahimahullah ta'ala. Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah was born in 450 and he died around 505. So he lived for about 55 years rahimahullah. The young Ghazali was the son of a great man, righteous man, who lived his life as a Ghazzal. And a Ghazzal is a person who weaves wool and sells it. And just before his death, he had some money, so he gave that to one of his friends, and he entrusted his two children, Muhammad, the Imam we have, and Ahmad, to that friend, and he said, look after them and spend from this money on them. Make sure that they become scholars. Later on, the friend said to Muhammad and Ahmad, look, the money your father has given me is finished, and I am a very poor man. I can't afford spending on you, so I would advise you to join one of these schools where you can actually be accommodated in the school. The schools of these years were like a boarding school. There they would offer food and accommodation and everything for the students and the children, and they would allow them to be full-time students. So Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala started learning knowledge in order to, at the beginning, as he himself said, in order to be quite prominent in the society. As a young man, he traveled to Imam al-Haramain al-Juwayni and he studied underneath him. And Imam al-Haramain was the great scholar of his time. And Imam al-Haramain realized that Imam al-Ghazali has become a great scholar of fiqh and a great scholar in kalam. And later on, Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala came in contact with the Sultan called Nizam al-Mulk. So the Sultan invited him to the greatest college or school of learning at that time, which is known as Al-Nizamiyya, which had branches in different Muslim countries, but the main headquarters were in Baghdad. So he invited him to the main headquarters and to teach there, to become a professor. And Al-Ghazali debated with his peers and the people who were even older than him in knowledge, and he proved himself amongst them that he became a big celebrity at that time as the most knowledgeable and the most brilliant and smart and intelligent person at that time. Within all this fame and within all these attractions and distractions, Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah ta'ala had a very strange thing. He could not speak anymore. His tongue was unable to speak as he used to. And then Imam al-Ghazali left everything, and he had a kind of a wake-up call that he should stop this life and should go somewhere to refine himself. He went into isolation, traveled for 10 years, looking for something, looking for a meaning. Many people nowadays, brothers and sisters, they are lost in distractions of life, and they never try to find out what is the meaning of their life, what is the most important, essential thing of their life. Imam al-Ghazali looked into this, spent 10 years, and he came back after 10 years. In these 10 years, he wrote Al-Ihya, and he wrote the most brilliant books of his life. Al-Ihya was kind of the memoirs of Imam al-Ghazali's experience, was the record of Imam al-Ghazali's experience, rahimahullah ta'ala. Imam al-Ghazali finished his life as a different Ghazali. He went back after 10 years of isolation. He went back to his city. He taught there, and he divided his time between teaching and ibadah and dhikr, and he died rahimahullah ta'ala at the age of 54. Imam al-Ghazali rahimahullah said, طلبنا العلم لغير الله فأبى إلا أن يكون لله. We sought knowledge not for the sake of Allah, probably for the sake of dunya, for the sake of position, for the sake of prominence, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala led us to the path that has made our knowledge only dedicated for Him. Imam Al-Dhahabi rahimahullah ta'ala, after he comments and he differs a little bit with Imam Al-Ghazali, he says, فَرَحِمَ اللَّهُ الْإِمَامَ أَبَا حَامِدٍ. May Allah have mercy upon Imam Abu Hamid, and may Allah sanctify his soul. فَأَيْنَ مِثْلُهُ فِي عُلُومِهِ وَفَضَائِلِهِ. There is no one like him in his knowledge and his virtues. It teaches us, this life of this great Imam, teaches us, or guides as a message to us, to look for a meaning for our life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us all to this meaning.